Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. I'm Jay, and today you're joining me for another coffee break. And yes, those of you that will remember me saying how my last cup was broken, so on my last coffee break I had a new cup. Do you remember that? And I said, we'll see how long it lasts. I'm not saying any more other than another new cup. Well, I hope you've all been well. We've been busy here. A lot of my subscribers and people I subscribe to, I know, are in the Northern Hemisphere and are fed up with their long drawn out winter. They're waiting for spring. We here have the opposite problem. Although the temperatures really calmed down, we're not getting the extreme temperatures. It just hasn't rained here. We've had one day of very light rain. That was about a week ago. It put maybe half an inch of water in our rainwater tanks, which lasted 2 days maybe. But yeah, the water tanks are bone dry. We're relying on town water at the moment and bottled water for drinking. And normally we've got the rainwater, but as I say, it's all dried up. So we're praying for rain. They have predicted rain this afternoon and tomorrow. So we've got everything crossed that actually happens. We're holding off planting our sort of autumn come winter crops, because one, the soil's dry, and we really don't want to waste water on, watering it all. But two, until autumn really kicks in, there's no point in doing anything. So that's all on hold. The chickens don't know whether they're coming or going. They seem to go through 3 or 4 days of everyone laying eggs like crazy, and then all of a sudden they will stop, and so they can't decide what season it is either. Some of them are in such terrible molt they look diseased. Others of them haven't lost a single feather, they look beautiful. The ducks, however, have all had an extremely heavy molt and are pretty much coming out of it. And we've picked up a few new ducks along the way. I will do a very quick update on the ducks and the chickens in the coming week, so look out for those, just so you can see what's going on, because we have had some more hatchings chickens, and we have more, probably the last of the ducks in the incubator. But as I say, there's a story behind that, and I will tell you that in the next episode of Across the Duck Pond, so look out for that. I'm going to be starting filming next week of our upcoming series about wicker. Next week will see me film the introduction, and then we'll start off with the weekly lessons. They're not going to air straight away. I'm going to try and be recording them quite a bit ahead of schedule, so that if I get sick or something like that, there's no break, that they continue on. The Wiccan or pagan calendar in the Southern Hemisphere is different to the Northern Hemisphere, and in the Southern Hemisphere we sort of, the Wiccan / pagan New Year is on 1st of May. So beginning of May is when I intend to start the series. It seems like a fitting thing to do. It's the equivalent to starting, you know, beginning of January. So that's what I'm going to do. But as I say, starting to film the series next week. What else is happening? There's been the usual fantastic response to the Papillon Diaries. Audrey's litter are now, they're 9 weeks old tomorrow. One has gone to its new home at 8 weeks. That was one that went about 3 hours north of here. People that live in a country town. The other 3 are all going interstate. We've got one going to Perth, one going to Melbourne, and one going to Hobart. So they're here until they're 10 weeks old. So there's 2 more episodes of the Papillon Diaries to go. The one that is coming out in the next day or so, that one is when I'll get up close and personal with the 3 that are left, and I'll introduce them individually and show them to you, and that way too the owners that are getting them get to see them a bit more close up than they have done up until now, where they've just pretty much watched them play and so forth. What else? There's often a bit of a disappointment when we stop the series of Papillon Diaries, because they are one of the more popular series on the channel. But one thing that will please the fans of the Papillon Diaries is the fact that the grandmother of these current babies, Pippa, is currently in season, and we do hopefully intend to mate her. Those of you that follow the series or follow the channel will know last year we got a boy from Melbourne, Leo. Now Leo is probably 10.5 months old. Now we don't know whether he's going to do the deed being so young. He certainly looks like he might be willing, but remains to be seen, because she's our alpha dog here. Remains to be seen if she lets him, with him being so young. She might not allow it, but we're hoping it's his first litter, but if she doesn't allow it, she will be mated to Alfie, who she was mated to with her last litter, and we got great results from that. So yes, it's not going to be, it's only another couple of months away, and I'll be putting up her birthing video, and obviously followed by another series of Papillon Diaries after that. So fans of the Papillon Diaries won't have long to wait, and what they also perhaps don't realise is that the second half of the year we'll see Molly have another litter, and hopefully Millie have her first litter. So yeah, it should be a steady stream of Papillon Diaries through to the end of the year. Now that covers that. Of course, I've been going on forever about doing a series with my mother in it, and I think it's even driving her mad, because she hears me mention it on here and then it never comes to fruition. That is still something I do intend to do, and as soon as I get the opportunity, I will be doing that too. Hopefully in the next few weeks, but I can't promise anything. So I think that pretty much concludes this coffee break. It's just a quick one really, just to you know, let you know that we're still alive and what's happening, what's going on. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos. And until next week, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!